I'm not sure how will I walk through this presentation if I have this very lukewarm, I would say. Let's have this a little hotter good morning. Good morning, all. Perfect. So we listened to a couple of good speakers, good sessions. We concentrated more on employee, workplace, built-ins. I would try in next 15 minutes to take your boundaries a little beyond, the built-in spheres, where generally facility management companies or facility managers are recognized. Our roles and responsibility in last ever since the UN goals, the sustainable goals have come. India has done its millennium sustainable goals. We've been part of Paris agreements, plenty of those things. That has brought a lot of changes, not only at the government initiatives, but also at corporates. A lot of green building, as you would see. Lot of green buildings, as you would see, are getting certified under LEEDs. Now, on one side, when post-COVID, many companies shrinked their commercial space, and many facility companies suffered, a reverse on their revenues where it went down by 15 to 30%. But having said that, these spaces are increasing. May not be the commercial space. I think the office space perhaps is taking over by retail, even if e-commerce, online is still there. But spaces are increasing. And that's the statistics where it says that the global building efficiency market would continue to go forward, and cumulative global investment in commercial building energy efficient retrofits is going to be close to $959 billion by 2030. Now, these are the Mission 2030 stats. I haven't, not my own generated. And as you can see, if the total building stock globally is at 124.7 billion square meters, that means that our investments are going to be huge. With investments in buildings, a very important element to see is the air indexing. If you could see that on the air quality scale, the world is maybe around moderate, unhealthy you can see, very unhealthy, very few, but this landscape shows a little bit of a shift in last 10 years or a decade from very unhealthy to a little unhealthy to a moderate shift. And that's where, us as corporates, us as entrepreneurs, us as facility management company needs to come into play. So our role is not restricted to just built-in and workspace, but it is beyond that. Why it is beyond that? The targets which we have set at India level or globally, and couple of any of these goals, UN goals, the 17 goals, I'm sure as part of your corporate culture, you must have adopted one of the three, or like us, we have 3 goals out of the UN 17 goals adopted for taking the business forward. Similarly, if carbon emission, non-fossil fossil fuel needs to have the focus, then all corporate and facility management companies need to have. India will triple its workspace in next by 2030. That's what the statistics goes. So if the workspace is building, so will be the architectural of the building, the retrofits into the building, the application of all the cements and everything will change. And here comes the role of a good consulting wing in the facility management, where we guide. I mean, we do where we convert plastic to fuel, and whatever residue is left goes into the brick manufacture and as part of the UNDP program for the roadside development. So as facility management company, we have taken a step forward. I'm sure there will be plenty others must be taking various other steps to take it forward. So the boundaries of facility management today is different for each business now. And it is evolving. It is no more restricted to, just a smart building with HVAC on one side, security on the other side, systems on the other side, and the operating assets within within that building becomes my prime responsibility. Perhaps that is there, and it is evolving, and we have matured there. But our major work and contribution lies to address these problems. How we can give a sustainable solution? How can we be more resilient? If we individual are resilient, organization will be resilient, economy will be resilient, how efficiency is drawn, and how much people-centric we are. I think this slide everyone knows, I don't have to go deep into it, but in sustainability quotients, all these 4 factors, whether it is related to environment, whether it is related to profitability, whether it is related to indoor air quality, the speakers, the session before emphasized much on indoor workplace, how the workplace should go forward, and as part of your social responsibility, what you could do. Building today, as you could see, takes 30% of the world energy and emits 40% of global greenhouses, and rely more on non-renewable resources. Building tomorrow needs to go there, where 60% of reduction needs to come in our carbon emission. These are committed goals which we need to do. As part of our organization, we are moving on EVs. Our clients are moving on EV transportation. So is the FM companies, partnering with them on depot maintenance of EV buses, giving drivers on the EV buses, getting into the soul of not only the customers, our customers' goal as far as sustainability is concerned, but us as facility managers and facility management companies, also to define, what are our contributions towards a sustainable goal. We manufacture our own, our day-to-day sweeping and, couple of very low-end are completely from recycled products. We do not use, we do not buy, we recycle. Our businesses recycle e-wastes. We track, how many of our laptops we need, we recycle. We do not each time go and buy it. So each baby steps, these are low-hanging fruits. At times I've been questioned in many FM forums that we do not get support from the clients, and the clients are not clear about their ESG goals. But these are low-hanging things. As facility managers in your organization, you don't need to go to the board to seek approval if tomorrow you want to change into a chemical composition, if you tomorrow wants to go more mechanized, if you tomorrow wants to have, as part of UN Sustainable Program, giving more employment, getting into the government initiatives of hiring people who are NAPs, who are at NATs, giving support to LGBT community. I mean, these are some of the things which really doesn't require any initiative except your own self-initiative. So once this is a slide I think many people know. We are moving from digitization. Each building today has a minimum of many AIs coming together. The platform has IoT, has plenty of softwares coming together. A lot of data getting generated for further analysis. We can track today how much we lose in an HVAC system, which HVAC system is not generating proper efficiency. We can track today how much a loss in the waste, in the food waste we are making. We can recycle our food, the paper cups can be recycled. There are plenty of things that we can do. And that's where, if you could see that there is a shift with this digitization, which is not going to go away, it is going to further go upwards. We are moving to electrification. So you're moving from a fossil to a non-fossil system where, solars are taking, the tomorrow, next gen, I don't think this is a topic for today, but next gen on a hydrogen and plenty of other things are coming. So as and when we move towards this side, and why I brought this on this panel, because here not only the facility management companies are represented, but the CEOs and senior leadership of many companies are represented. Kindly take it back and help us. We are there to support you, to get your sustainable goals fulfilled, whether it is related to people, whether it is related to energy, whether it is related to green environment. This is very well known. We are pretty much safe around here as far as the facility management company is concerned. We integrate power management, supply chain, security and safety, IT infrastructure, all built in at one platform. And with data, I think we are doing okay as far as, the large building infrastructure is concerned, whether it is my own or whether it is of my clients. The next generation is not going to restrict, to the first box. That box is further going towards the last box, where the data and everything will be now on our mobiles, which already are. But business systems will be such that, the smart building system can be remotely held anywhere in the world. Dashboards and reporting on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. You track plenty of things out of it. That's the future of, the next gen FM looks to be. Classified into three, these, quotients, as we see coming from many companies or our clients. These are the three buckets in which we see questions being asked or discussions being given. Whether how much can we contribute on the climate change, health and well-being, how much can we look after our own people, hazardous chemicals being used by our janitors, when they are doing a facade cleaning, are we having a correct insurances, correct training, correct employee engagement programs, to not only as facility management companies, but as clients also ask these questions, whether we have these for the well-being of our blue-collared worker. And of course, resource and its circulatory, which has an impact on the landscaping, greenery, and a positive impact on the people. How these healthy buildings help, when you reduce the carbon footprint and you make a business or a workplace healthier for people. These are a couple of parameters, which I could feel that is a very low-hanging one, which helps you, in achieving your sustainable goals. You can optimize on energy performance. I don't mind sharing here. JPMC is one client where overnight they took a global decision to do away with transportation, and slowly and gradually in next 3 years, they are going to replace all their transportation with EV vehicles. It's not easy, but that's the stance they have taken. Such kind of a stance should be taken by other clients too. Indoor water, outdoor water, why water leakages are there? Can we have small retrofits in our outlets where the water conservation can be done? Forget about the lakes, and those things are bigger problems for the government to handle. But these are small little, low-hanging ones which we can ourselves implement. Ventilation, as I said, ventilation has a very direct impact, and we will talk in the next slide, a very direct impact on the stress level. It has a very direct impact on the retention of people. It has a direct impact on the well-being of people. Are we doing recycling our products? That's one thing. Recycling is not only on the paper side, make organization paperless, but are you asking your vendors how much ESG they are following on the parameters of your goal which you have set on your ESGs? So that's something, is to be seen. Now, here is the statistics, of Harvard, and I think I forgot which other app. So if you have sustainability as your goal and you are implementing, people, it has an impact on people building an organization. People with an AC temperature around 20-25 degrees, there is a study by Harvard which says that the typing errors on the computer reduces by 44%. These are stats. We can share the link for you. Air humidity, PM 2.5 air quality level is the benchmark of air quality. People don't get sick while they are outside because air is in circulation, even if it is bad air, but it is circulating. It's the indoor air which causes problem to people. That has got direct link to the stress, that has got indirect, inversely proportionate to the sleep quality, to productivity, and then definitely the quality of life that not only affects them in the official work, but also affects them into their, private, at their home front also. Poor ventilation is definitely a cause of very cognitive diseases. And chemical and hazardous equipment affects our manpower, whether it is a janitorial, whether it is in our healthcare, ICU, when our people are serving there. All that needs to be kept in mind. So if we are using right strategies, it definitely helps us retain the talent. And we've seen these are statistics which says that a nice workplace brings 18% of the focus of people to stay, and 30% will not go outside to your competitors. So workplace is definitely a key important element. Building, if the buildings are sustainable buildings, then you reduce your energy bills. 30% of the energy that comes from your main transformer to the sub-transformer to your building gets lost definitely. The first low-hanging plug is to get an audit done and see how much you're losing on your energy bills. Green building, over a period of time, there is an ROI you should make. If you have invested into a green building, you can always present an ROI where you can say that over a period of time, the maintenance per square foot comes down, and it definitely ends up into a generating savings for the company. Return on investment, there are buildings, many buildings, you can go and Google and find out, there are many buildings who have been highly green building. The surveys have been done where it has the percentage marked on the level of stress that has come down, level of employee turnover that has been reduced, absenteeism has come down, and definitely, I think in a previous session there was a question asked, can we convert it into a dollar term? Of course we can convert it into a dollar term. If we map the building, if it is a green building, over a period of time, with all the surveys, you can map how much the ROI and how much in dollar term is the saving or the revenue generation or profitability waterfall can be attributed to a sustainable and good workplace environment. Investor community, of course, when they are looking at your business, 48% of the investor community definitely gives weightage to all environmental and sustainable initiatives before they make investments, and it is directly linked to your valuation as well. Positive impact in healthcare, we have seen, having a nice greenery around, using green, chemicals, using, plants around into a lot of, senior citizenship we have seen. It increases the positive vibe and longevity of the people. Not only that, as I said, that idea is not to just limit ourselves to workplace and built-in environments, but we must also see ourselves partnering and participating in government initiatives. We recently took Dahod as one of the project where 85 acres of lake down in Gujarat where the water was completely contaminated. We took the initiative of, laying down the STP, cleaning the lake completely, and 25 acres of land around that lake was then converted into a complete nice beautification, where not only, the green structures were laid for the shops, for the food, for this, and automatically facility management in their traditional form definitely comes in play because it requires cleaning, it requires security, it requires all types of systems in place. So creating that healthy environment is not only as facility management restricted ourselves to within the built-in or within the workplace. my main aim, and I hope I could get it across, that let's not be restricted only to a workplace or to our structures, to a built-in environment. Our efforts as individuals, as organization, as leadership, and as facility management company goes beyond, just a workplace. So let's join and work on the sustainability program. Take your own goals, and let's contribute to a healthier society. Thank you very much.